Welcome back to continue our study of the human body, systems, and senses. We are starting lesson 11 today, and we're going to be talking about our hearing, the parts of the ear. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at our questions that we've been working. How do parts of the body work together to keep you alive? What are some ways blind and deaf individuals communicate? So get out your vocabulary journal and we're going to go ahead and do our vocabulary for this whole lesson, the read aloud and the chapter we'll be reading. And your first word is cochlea. Everybody say that, cochlea. It's a noun and it's the spiral-shaped organ filled with fluid and hair cells that allows a person to hear. Next is eardrum. Say it with me. Eardrum. That's a compound word. It's a noun. It's the thin, stretched membrane across the ear canal that vibrates when sound waves hit it. So it looks like a teeny tiny little part right inside there. Inner ear. This is an adjective to describe a part of our ear. So the inner ear is right in here, kind of by that spiral part. It's the deep part of the ear that has semicircular canals and the cochlea, and that helps hearing and balance. So the inner ear helps us keep our balance. Next is middle ear. This is a noun. It's a thing. It's the main hollow space of the ear behind the eardrum and before the inner ear. So this is a part of the ear, whereas the inner ear was describing. So it's right, middle ear is right here. Next we have outer ear, which is the part that, that we can see, excuse me. Say it with me, outer ear, and write it on the line. It's the outer portion of the ear that consists of flaps, the ear canal, and the eardrum. Whoops, sorry. Next, we have membrane. It's a noun. Write it on the line. Say it with me. Membrane. It's a thin sheet or layer that covers something. So they're showing saran wrap here. It's a thin sheet or layer that covers something. Next is vibrate. Say it with me. Vibrate. This is a verb. Write it on the line, and it means to move back and forth rapidly. So you know how your phone shakes if it's on vibrate on the table. Next we have gland. This is a noun. Say it with me. Gland. It's an organ in the body that makes natural chemicals. So we have lots of glands all over our body. There's a gland. Here's a gland. Almost look like little pouches. Sensitive. Say it with me. Sensitive. This is an adjective. It describes something and it means responsive. And if something is sensitive, I think they're showing ice on your teeth. I know when I get really cold things on my teeth, it makes me, kind of almost painful. So sensitive is responsive. And lastly, we have auditory nerve. Say it with me. Auditory nerve. That is a noun, and it's right here, and it says auditory nerve to the brain. So we're showing that's the nerve where our hearing signals are going to travel. It's the nerve that sends signals from your ears to your brain about what you hear. Boys and girls, make sure that these words are all in your vocabulary journal, and then you will be submitting pages 21 to 23 on Schoology.